Hey man, 11 o'clock in the morning. I've been pushing off making this video for I've been up since like 7 or so I'm really tired. Welcome back to another episode of Outer Headspace. We got a lot of ground to cover, so let's just hop straight into it. The first topic I want to talk about is channel Inception. My YouTube channel, way back in on the exact day, October 3rd, 2017, I posted my first ever video. I'll put it on the screen so you can.
What's good, y'all? It's me, Kubo Uchiha 11, and yeah, I'm feeling weird today because we went to this so-called haunted apartment. There's nobody living there. It's been vacant for about 4 or 5 months, and we looked at it. The locks on the door are unlocked, and the door open. So we are going to possibly gonna be, we're gonna be possibly going back to that apartment and then going to a wooded area, which we go to all the time. And yeah, we'll take it there from there. But yeah. Also, I just want to say, follow me on Snapchat in the link in the description below. And yeah, I'll see y'all when I get to the woods. Oh, and also there's this neighborhood that we live next to. We're probably crossing over the wall, I believe. But yeah, I'll keep in touch.
Yeah, needless to say, that was because at that time I was like 12 or 14, it was one or the other. But that's when I first started, and heads up, I didn't go to where I was saying I was gonna go. I didn't go. I didn't even know where it was at. But whatever I was saying about them people or the door opening or whatever, there was somebody living there. They just had their lights off. Because I did post another video after that. I posted January 15th, 2018. It was a how to wash your hands the proper way. This was a year before COVID happened, or I think like 2 years. I started the hand washing way. It was literally just me showing you how to wash your hand. It wasn't much substance to the video. I had posted a work night way back in like 2019. So I had first video, I had the hand washing video, and I had the cringe Fortnite because I was live on ESN. That started my YouTube journey. Me and my sisters had a vlog at one point, but those videos were like 20 minutes in length, so it was like an hour of footage, and it took me like two days to edit that footage. You can kind of understand why I stopped doing that, you know. Then we had a podcast called What's the Word Podcast. We didn't even have one episode. Want to know why? Because when I went to export it to my computer so I could upload it, the footage corrupted. I've never been so angry in my life. Never. So I just called it quits on that. Then skate clips happened. That's where I'm at. Now, that podcast was like, I think it was either earlier this year or sometime last year. That's what really set the whole train off. 2017, which was absolutely insane. But I feel like I've grown a lot. Like now I know my editing skills. It makes it a lot easier. We are going to get into GameStop's Retro store. I was looking on YouTube earlier and I was seeing reviews because there's one like 5-ish miles away from me. I wanted to go and check it out. From the reviews I've seen, just look right here. Now tell me, is that worth going 5 miles away to go and see? Absolutely not. What I thought it would be like a whole entire store that would have nothing but retro. Because truth be told, I'm starting like a retro collection, I guess, of all the old consoles and all the old games and attachments, blah blah blah. But when I seen that, I lost all motivation to do it because I've never seen such a pitiful display. And I used to work at Publix, but you know, I ain't even gonna say fingers crossed. I'm just gonna have to order my stuff online. Everything's coming from online. I might even get game cabinets. I don't know. I know Walmart sells them for like $200. I'm never stepping foot in the GameStop ever again, especially with just seeing that. Because it's like, from the games I saw, I know I saw Spyro, but you can get Spyro like online at this point. So it's not really something that's worth it. You know? I'm not hating on Spiral. I love Spiral, but it's not something you're gonna willingly hunt and get physically. Once you already have it, you're collecting it, or you want to resell it. Yeah, it was a sad display. It was really a sad display to see, because I thought, coming from like growing up in the 2000s, I mean late 2000s, early 2010s or whatever, GameStop was a staple. That thing was like, it was huge. You went to GameStop and bought a game, or even like if you bought like a Funko Pop or plushie or something like that, you were king, bro. So to see the way GameStop has been reduced recently is honestly sad, and I know they're going out of business really soon. I can definitely tell they're going out of business really soon. So with them GameStop stocks though, I'm really mad I didn't buy none. But it's cool, you know. The next topic I want to talk about is inspiration. Now, inspiration is kind of a loose term. It depends on who you ask for the definition. But for me, inspiration is being able to light a fire within somebody else to achieve something that they want to achieve in their own way. You know, say for instance, inspiration for me in regards to making this autumn, I don't know. I came across this vlogs, and I'm like, there's no way he's vlogging. And truth be told, he was. I was like, that's so dope. You know, I have to sit there scripted. So I was like, hey, what's up, guys? Make sure you like, subscribe. Like, I much prefer you just keep it real with this, you know? So being able to get a little bit of insight into the life of somebody that I listen to, it's really cool. So I got started or whatever. Do not mistake inspiration for infatuation, because that'll lead you down a very terrible road. Don't allow you wanting to kickstart your own journey. Don't mistake that for wanting to be that person because they're on the same path. You know, that'll create some sort of imposter syndrome, and you just don't want to go down that trust. I don't want to go down that path. As you can tell, probably in like my first, during that first clip that I showed earlier, my first video, I took a lot of inspiration from Burleezy. The way he produced content was like, he was hilarious. Firstly, off his Exposed series. Please bring that back, people. From his Exposed series, and then he segued into gaming. A perfect transition. He turned into whatever it is he is now, which is extremely inspiring for me. That's a good chunk of inspiration. We can still cut this. But I do have elements, even throughout my like regular life, that I took inspiration from, like the SoundCloud era. That SoundCloud era meant everything, because that's when I first found out about X, Uzi, Raider Clan, you know, just a bunch of different artists that were regular people prior to getting to the point that they are now. You know, being able to see growth from regular people like you and me it's really cool to see. You know, Outer Headspace is more of like a documented diary that I can go back and revisit in like 30 years when I'm turning 50. I can see how young I was and my view on certain things, and see if it changed by then, or even if it changes in like a year or two. You know, I'm not saying I don't want to be famous, but you know, around 2017, 2018, 2019, I was heavy X fan. I was one of them ones, bro. Let me show y'all real quick. I was obsessed. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was obsessed, and it was really cringe, because I used to draw stuff like this on my hand. MO, bro. Members on. I thought I was so tapped in. You know, I listened to a lot of him and Ski. I would listen to a lot of their projects together, and it was like, yeah, I definitely feel this. I feel it. And then I discovered the depressive side of it. Like, I discovered that music and I was hooked. I'm genuinely convinced that the depression phase was a universal thing. Everybody had to go through that by the time they were like 14, especially around, or at least around that time, you know. And it was so weird because I wasn't like that, you know. And around that time, I was awkward. Like, I didn't even know how to talk to people. So it further amplified how depressive I was. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna put it up on the screen or not, but I had old Snap stories that I posted that was like really weird. And it was like, the people around me were like, what are you doing? What are you talking about? I'm like, couldn't get it. I'm like, I wasn't even like that, bro. That era didn't stop until like 2019, I think. Either 2019 or 2020, one or the other. Yeah, I was a huge fan. I was obsessed. And then when he died, I think that was the first time I've ever experienced like true sadness because it was like I was a super X fan, and I would defend him in any way, shape, or form. So when they first started talking about Drake took his track from, was it KMT or something like that? When he took his flow, I was up on every forum talking about Drake is he this, he that. I've been hated Drake since day one, you know? I've been a Drake hater and I still will be. I don't care. But yeah, in retrospect, I don't even know if I'm using that word right. But in retrospect, I'm glad I let go of that thing because that's not who I was truly, like deep down inside. I didn't enjoy being that because then it lost me a lot of opportunity. Like, I wanted to be friends with certain people that I can't be friends with, or I couldn't be friends with because of the way I was acting. You know, I would be sitting off to the side, hands in my pockets, hair in my face, slightly hunched over, trying to act cool and mysterious. I looked cringe and stupid. And then I found, this was around the time I was still an X fan, so I'd like all the Naruto edits of X's music. I still find some of them hard, you know. But then I started taking on attributes of a cringe anime depressed fan. So it was like that was a terrible combo. I had so many anime inspired things, and don't get me wrong, I love anime to this day. I still watch it and I keep up with the manga, you know, whatever. I still play anime fighting games. You would never beat me in those, ever. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. I had so many anime inspired things and like wallpapers and stuff like that. I even like named myself on Instagram. Like one of my first usernames was Num Shisu. Num Shisu, bro. And I think what really like clicked for me was when I think my uncle called me that. He was like, "Yo, what's up, Num Shisu?" I'm like, that really set it off for me, and I'm glad I changed that because it was so. I'm grateful for it because it really shaped me into the person that I am today. I wouldn't change it for anything, if I'm being honest with you. If I can go back in time and I could change anything, I wouldn't change it because who knows what kind of person I would be now, you know? Yeah, enough with the cringe fest. We're gonna talk about something else. Speaking of the SoundCloud era, we are going to talk about the downfall of the SoundCloud era. Now, the SoundCloud era lasted from 2014 to 2019. During that era, we had some incredible artists spawn. Because you had Denzel Curry, like I said before, X, Ski Master Slum God. I ain't going to say the entirety of members only because some of them were kind of trash, but that's neither here nor there. You also had I'm gonna say Lil Pump. You can hate me for that, but D Rose was a hard track. You also had Juice WRLD, Uzi Vert, Playboi Carti. You know, the list can go on and on and on and on. But these were, in my opinion, pioneers for today's sound because SoundCloud era. I feel like SoundCloud era influenced Plug and B in how the way certain artists nowadays make music. It takes a lot of inspiration from the older generation. Now, in my opinion, I feel like the downfall really started before or right before or after X died. And then members only started falling apart because of not even certain differences, but true colors started showing. I feel as though the only person that in SoundCloud up there was Juice WRLD. And even then, he was keeping it up by himself, you know? It all completely shattered. And then once the algorithm changed and the way they were no longer relevant, it kind of just crashed. But if I'm being honest with you, it was for the best because everyone rapped about it. And I'm not saying that everybody doesn't rap about it now, but everybody then was rapping about drugs and stuff like that. You know, the regular SoundCloud music. But that was all they talked about, him being sad all the time, you know? There were certain people who weren't like that. No, that was the main premise. Because at that point, everybody felt like they could be somebody, you know? All you needed was a camera and a microphone. Like me. It wouldn't be substantial nowadays. Truth be told, they were still rapping about the same things they were rapping about before. They wouldn't get very far. But yeah, that's all I really gotta say. I gotta go and handle some business. Y'all have a good one. Stay safe. See you in the next one.